Welcome to Movie House Cinemas. Popcorn? Yes, please. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Reclining chairs? Don't mind if I do. Action, thriller, romance, we got it all. Discover the cinema today. Movie House Cinemas, home of the movies.
Good evening, and welcome along to Rob and Elliott tonight. We're out of the studio this week. We're here at Belfast City Hall at the Christmas market. There's a festive atmosphere around here, and we got some great guests on the way for you this week, including music legend David Essex.
Ken Russell wanted me to be the pinball wizard in the Who's film.
Oh, wow.
But the Americans said, no, we need a bigger name, Elton John, so he did it. But he didn't do it as well as I would have done.
Oh, exactly, yeah. We'll be talking about 50 years of the classic TV series Little House on the Prairie, and I'll be meeting Nellie Olsen. Yes, actress and comedian Alison Arngrim is going to be with us.
People say, are you making a comeback? But I got Little House at 12. That was the comeback.
Yes.
I'm on my 57th comeback, actually, at this point.
We'll be finding out about Caroline Curran's brand new Christmas show.
It's a perfect time if you want to come in, see the show, and head
Get a wee
home
boost
after.
and then
yeah, off
head
you
out
go.
and enjoy your...
Glory, Happy New Year. There we go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I will also find out about this year's St Vincent de Paul Christmas appeal.
The theme this year is the wonder of Christmas, and once again what we really are highlighting to members of the public is the amount of need that is out in everybody's local community.
Plus we'll have new music from Lauren McCrory and a festive tune from Ricky Warwick. But as always, we begin the show by taking a look back at some of the more quirky news stories of the week. To help us do it, as always, broadcaster, journalist, and professional chip eater as well. You're dying to get over that food thing over there, aren't you?
Chip eaters is what we call tourists. I'm from Portrush in the North Coast, and that's how we refer to tourists. They are known, just in case you didn't know, you're known as the chip eaters. There you go.
Right, okay.
So I'm not a chip eater because I'm from Portrush.
Yes, but you're dying to give her the chips there. I mean, we've got some fabulous Chinese food here beside us as well. Look at that. Doesn't it look amazing, doesn't it?
Does, yeah.
Anyway, so much to get through at the Christmas market, but we've got to talk news first of all.
Yes.
And we're starting off with household chores, aren't we?
Yes, I have found a new survey. You know I love a poll. So that the worst thing that you can do, apparently, is clean the toilet. Apparently, they surveyed 100 people, and they said that grabbing the loo brush and the bleach was the most awful task. Now, this was followed by ironing.
Yeah.
Third was having to sit through ads in a film, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah.
What's your worst task? What do you hate doing around the house?
I try to avoid most things around the house, but
I can imagine.
one thing that I definitely wouldn't do is the cleaning the toilet thing.
It's not the worst thing. Like, I don't mind cleaning the... I hate doing changing beds, the duvet. Whenever you climb inside the duvet and then you get very, very hot and you're like, oh, and you're just thinking, I wish I hadn't bothered.
Yes,
or even worse, whenever you get up in the morning and go, I'm going to strip my bed. And then you forget and you go out and you come back and your bed's naked and you're like, oh, I could just lie under a sheet. Maybe it's just me.
Exactly right. We're moving on to banana phobia now, aren't we? It is a thing.
Well, is it though? I don't know. So this poor Swedish politician had her emails leaked. She's the Minister of Cultural Affairs in Sweden, and her emails were leaked to a newspaper, and the emails were demanding that bananas were taken out of every room that she visits because she has banana phobia. So the newspaper then contacted her, and she said that this is something she's working with a psychologist. Like, I shouldn't laugh, but I am laughing because it is kind of ridiculous. Apparently there is a thing, banana phobia. It's the smell, the texture, the taste. I don't know.
Is there anything you're afraid of? Anything that you wouldn't go near or wouldn't touch?
I'm not down about tomato ketchup.
Really?
But I wouldn't say I'm phobic, and I certainly wouldn't get, you to email ahead to say remove all the ketchup from the Christmas market.
Yeah. That's never going to happen, so it's not. Right, let's do one more. We're talking penguins, aren't we?
Yes, now last week a King Emperor penguin was spotted in Australia. That is 2,200 miles away from where it's meant to be. How did it get there? I don't know, because I don't really know anything about penguins. But the people from the university in Australia who were sent to find it, they didn't know either.
Right.
Apparently one has never been spotted in Australia before. There have been some in New Zealand, but it was starving. It was all thin. I was just about to do a penguin impression there. It was all thin, and that was my penguin impression, by the way. So they don't know, so it is a mystery. I'm bringing you the mystery of the skinny penguin.
Okay, Kim Kelly, as always, thank you so much. You're going to visit some of the market stalls a little bit later.
I am. I'm going to look for some Lurgan champagne.
Right, we look forward to that. Do you want some Christmas music, something nice and festive?
Oh, definitely.
Do you want a rockin' Christmas tune?
Anytime.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Ricky Warwick is back with a fabulous Christmas record. It's called All I Want for Christmas is Christmas.
Call your friends up on the phone. Tell them all to come on home. Nobody wants to be alone. Raise a glass and shed a tear. Father one's no longer here. It gets tougher every year. Don't need no presents. We just need your presence. Don't need nothing tangible. Hey Santa, can you get it? All I want for Christmas is Christmas. All I want is for us not to fade. All I want for Christmas is Christmas. All I want is for us to be alright, alright, alright. Season's greetings from the streets. The lights are twinkling on the trees. And it's almost Christmas Eve. All the songs you love and know, you hear them everywhere you go. Night is singing on the radio. Don't need no hate and war. All we need is love and peace. Don't need no silent night. Let all the people sing. All I want for Christmas is Christmas. Not to fade.
So there we go, brand new music, a festive tune from Ricky Warwick. That's called All I Want for Christmas is Christmas. How good was that, Kim Kelly?
It was absolutely wonderful, very festive.
Yeah, now talking about all things festive, we're going to meet a man responsible for one of the best festive tunes of all time. Who do you think it could be?
Shakin' Stevens.
Not Shakin' Stevens.
Elton John.
Not Elton.
Oh. What do you call the religious one?
Not the religious one either, no.
What do you call him?
Who's the religious one?
You know, the one who used to have Christmas #1 every year.
Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard, yeah, Cliff Richard.
Yeah.
I could not think of that man's name.
There you go.
Cliff
well,
Richard.
Do you know what? It's not.
Mistletoe and wine.
Yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it? Anyway, we're not meeting Cliff Richard.
Oh.
We're going to meet a man who had a fabulous song. You probably remember it, A Winter's Tale, even though he does tell me it's technically not a Christmas song. Music legend David Essex is on the show right after these.
Heading to the North Coast, the Jet Centre in Coleraine offers entertainment for everyone. There's an 8-screen movie house cinema with all the best movies, 10-pin bowling, a massive arcade, soft play for the wee ones. Outdoors, there's a mini fun park and gem mining, plus an 18-hole floodlit mini golf course. Rain or shine, there's something for everyone here at the Jet Centre. Find out more at thejetcentre.co.uk.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, over the years we've had hundreds and hundreds of big stars on this show, but today, when I told every lady in Belfast that I was coming to meet David Essex, I've never had so many offers for people wanting to come and hold my camera, hold my microphone, or simply just come to say hello to David Essex. So how does it feel to still be a massive heartthrob today?
I don't know how you answer that, really, because that's never been a motivation. It's always been the projects I've been doing and the music, the theatre. That's kind of a side issue.
Yeah.
But I suppose, I appreciate it. It's very nice.
And you're still getting it today, and you're still touring today as well.
Yeah, we just did 26 dates in England, Scotland and Wales, and we're finishing off in Belfast at the waterfront on the 11th, I think, of December, which is a fantastic place to finish, because I've always come to Belfast through the 70s and throughout. I've always found it a very warm and appreciative audience, and we've, great people.
Yeah, and of course, coming here during the 70s, you would have been coming in the height of the Troubles as well. So, I mean, you've seen all the changes over the years here as well.
Yeah, it's much nicer now, that's for sure. But, I felt it was important to come in the 70s when so many people were scared of coming. I just thought it was the thing to do.
Yeah. Tell me about the big hits in the 70s. I mean, things like Gonna Make You a Star, Hold Me Close, still being played today on the radio, still massive, iconic songs. Did you imagine back then that they'd still be around today?
Not really. I just wrote songs and tried to tell stories, and the fact that Rock On, which was number one in America and number one worldwide, was 53 years ago. Yeah. It's extraordinary. I mean, I actually wrote Rock On for the film I did, That'll Be the Day, which was all about being an English musician, not thinking that you could write songs. Yeah. But the character I played was going to write songs, as John Lennon did and Paul McCartney did. So that's why it's full of Americana lyrics. And I wrote the lyrics in between shooting at Pinewood for That'll Be the Day, and it came out, and actually the producer of the film turned it down. He said it's too weird. So we brought it out anyway, and it went to number one worldwide. So
exactly, and it took you to the Grammy Awards as well, didn't it?
Yeah. And for Stardust, which was the follow-up film, the producer asked me to write a song. So the attitude slightly changed.
Now, talking about Stardust, I was flicking through the Sky channels the other night. Talking Pictures came on, and there's Stardust on that movie with you and J.R. Ewing. Larry Hagman was in that movie as well.
Yeah, he was. He was my manager.
Yeah.
In it, and Keith Moon and Adam Faith. First one was Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
And that part was played by Adam Faith in the second one.
Yeah. Wow. So you've done music, you've done film, you've done TV, you've written a book. Is there anything that left in the world that you really want to achieve or really want to conquer?
Not really. I need to do a bit of pruning in my garden. but no. I mean, it's been amazing. I think that's what's given me the longevity, is doing different things. Yeah. I think that's, Godspell was playing Jesus. That was a springboard, if you like, to That'll Be the Day and Rock On and the music, and so they're all interrelated, but they're all about telling stories, storytelling. Yeah. And I think that's really was my motivation. The sex image and the fame and all that has always been a bit secondary and slightly embarrassing, but it's all been great. And to finish this tour in Belfast is just a job. Yeah.
So what's life like on the road with you then? Well, what's on your rider list? Are you a bit of a diva?
No, it's all very easy, all very simplistic. Bottle of red wine and a few snacks, and that's about it. My band and I are pretty down to earth. Yeah. They're fantastic musicians. They're writers, producers in their own right. They only come together to tour with me, so they're very special.
Right. Okay. So since you're going to be here in December, are you going to do the greatest Christmas record of all time?
What, the one about New York?
No, the one about A Winter's Tale.
Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, we did it in September as well. It's not actually a Christmas song, funnily enough. It's about the Well, it's a juxtaposition of emotions in a relationship.
Yeah.
But for some reason, everyone thinks it's a Christmas song.
Yeah.
When you're in the supermarket every Christmas, you hear it wafting across the delicatessen. Da, 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 da. But no, we'd obviously do that, and we'd do all those hits that people have related to.
Yeah. And of course, Oh, What a Circus, which is a great story song and from a great musical, Evita, as well.
Yeah, that was a landmark in the theatre. Evita played Che Guevara. Yeah, that was quite special. And it was because of that, well, just after that, I did Silver Dream Racer, which was a chance to whiz round Brands Hatch on motorbikes, which you couldn't miss. So that was good fun.
Now, something I need to ask you as well. Is it true, right, that Olivia Newton-John wanted you to play Danny in Grease?
Yes, that is true.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think they made the right choice. If they saw me dance, they certainly made the right choice. But no, it did. I mean, extraordinarily. I talked to Robert Stigwood at the time, but they made the right choice with John Travolta.
Wow, and did you know Olivia? Because she was one person I always wanted to meet but never got the opportunity to meet.
Not really. She was an acquaintance,
Yeah.
but I never really knew her.
Yeah.
It's like Ken Russell wanted me to be the pinball wizard in the Who's film.
Oh, wow.
But the Americans said, no, we need a bigger name, Elton John, so he did it. But he didn't do it as well as I would have done
Oh,
it.
exactly, yeah.
So it's all these missed opportunities. But, you know, it's all been great.
Yeah. And would you go back to do any more acting?
I try and avoid it because 8 shows a week's a bit much.
Yes, yeah.
It's good discipline and all the rest of it, but I turn things down more than I think about them.
And what about the whole soap thing, EastEnders? Did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy it. Yeah, it was difficult.
Yeah.
Because when you're filming, you know probably do 2-3 pages of script a day. And because I was in it for 5 months, they just threw everything at me. I had 22 pages to do in one day. I tell you, didn't know if you were Arthur or Martha.
Exactly right. The 11th of December is the big date, the final night of the tour. Yeah. And of course, you're finishing it right here in Belfast at the waterfront. David, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you and see you in Belfast.
Really good to catch up with David Essex, who was in Belfast recently. And of course, he's back at the Waterfront Hall on the 11th of December. Now, Kim Kelly is currently eating her way around the Belfast Christmas market at the moment. Let's see what she's up to.
Well, it certainly is the most wonderful time of the year when I've got a Christmas chip in my hand. Now, I'm here with Macy from the Grilled Cheese Shack. Macy, what's the most popular dinner you've got here?
Definitely what you've got in your hand there, the loaded festive fries or the loaded festive toasty. We do.
And what's in this beautiful... have a little close up there. What is in this beautiful dinner?
We have chips, cheese, stuffing, turkey, cranberry and pigs in blankets.
And is this a portion for one person?
Well, that depends how hungry you are.
So how many of these are you going to serve over the next 5 weeks?
I couldn't even put a number on it. That's definitely our most popular one and we serve hundreds a day. So yeah, probably thousands.
Thousands?
Over the next week, yeah.
And this isn't your first time here, is it?
No, we've been doing this. This is our 5th year.
And is business brisk?
Yeah, well, definitely, yeah.
I heard the weekend was really busy. There was thousands of people here.
Yeah, there's always thousands of people through the gate here, so we have a good weekend.
Well, I'm really looking forward to getting this into me now. Bye, Macy, bye!
And we'll catch up with Kim Kelly a little bit later on. She'll be chatting to some more of the people involved in this year's Belfast Christmas market. Let's talk charity now, and at this time of year, it's a busy time for the St Vincent de Paul charity. The guys from the charity called into the studio recently to tell me all about this year's Christmas appeal. So it is that time of year again when we support one of the country's leading charities, the St Vincent de Paul charity. They've just launched their Christmas family appeal, and I'm pleased to say Pauline and Mary join us in the studio to tell us all about it. I can't believe it's a year since you were last sitting there.
1 year in this actual seat. I know another year has gone past so quickly, but we're delighted to be here, Robin, just to officially launch our St Vincent de Paul annual appeal this Christmas. The theme this year is the wonder of Christmas, and once again what we really are highlighting to members of the public is the amount of need that is out in everybody's local community, with many people just wondering what kind of a Christmas they'll have at all. People are faced with impossible choices really when it comes to this time of year, and we know how wonderful Christmas can be, but unfortunately Christmas is not the same for everyone.
The sad thing is we see the numbers going up every year. More and more people need your help. So for a start, it must be difficult for people to reach out to ask for that bit of help.
But people are desperate, and I'm a volunteer in St Vincent de Paul, so volunteers are going into homes where it is totally soulless and there isn't the wonder of Christmas. As Pauline said, the wonder is, well, what will we be able to do here? I wonder, will we be able to cope? I wonder what we'll be able to get for our children. We're going into homes where young mothers are sitting wrapped in a blanket because they haven't got heat. Sometimes they have enough heat for the children coming in from school, sometimes not. But children are getting into pyjamas and throwing throws around them to keep themselves warm. That's the other side of Christmas. We have all the beauty of the trees, and the hotels are bedecked and everywhere's bedecked. That is the other side of Christmas. That's the people we're in touch with.
And the sad thing is as well that this can happen to anybody, but the cost of living crisis, if somebody loses their job, we are so close away from that kind of poverty, aren't we?
That's right, Robin. It's not, there's a misconception, it's people on benefits, it's a certain type of person. No, that could be anybody. Yeah. And it doesn't matter who it is. They have children. They need to have the joy that we all have. Yeah. You could be in employment today and next week out of employment, and your world is just turned upside down.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Pauline, it's not just Christmas. I mean, you're supporting families the whole year round.
Absolutely. As you say, with the cost of living crisis, you know, energy bills are going up, utility bills, food, we all see it and we're thinking, oh, there's a wee reduction in, you know, say petrol or diesel, but actually that is not really the case. People only have so much disposable income at the end of the month whenever they get paid. And it's interesting you mentioned, you know, that this could happen to anyone at all. One of the calls that really strikes a chord with me that came into our office in Belfast was from a nurse, and she was absolutely past herself. She was so worried, very stressed, and what she was saying is she was going to work, she was doing maybe 12-13 hour shift per day, and she still couldn't make ends meet. And she was just looking for help with basic stuff, you know. And as Mary said, it's very much about ensuring there's enough heat in the house, making sure there's food on the table. And, you know, she actually said to us, like, I'm doing without my dinner because I want to give food for the children. And that in 2024 is just a terrible indictment of our society, but that is the reality, and that is real poverty on all of our doorsteps.
The Christmas Appeal has been launched, so if people want to join in, if people want to support, how can they do that?
So there's lots of ways, and we are trying to put a bit of fun in it. I mean, we know there is a serious side to it, but you will see Mary and I in our Christmas
I'm loving the jumpers. I am.
Absolutely. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're reaching out to companies, to businesses, to shops, to schools, anybody at all, and saying, look, have a bit of crack, get a Christmas jumper on, you know, donate £1 or whatever, and you know, put your donation through to us, and then we will be able to buy vouchers that will enable parents then to go and get, you know, the particular item that's on the Santa list this year. And we've got a web donation, we've got a phone donation, so we're just asking people whatever they can do to spare. It's all going to a good cause, and we will make sure that no child wakes up this Christmas to an empty Christmas.
And the lovely thing is as well, people here tend to be so generous as well. They will pick up the phone, they will donate, won't they?
People in Northern Ireland are so generous, and we have SVP all around Northern Ireland, every wee corner, and they are so generous. We help right across the community, and right across the community helps us as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. We have Malachi Cush. He was on the show a few weeks back. He's a big supporter of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, we're very lucky to have Malachi. Malachi is a volunteer ambassador. So just with his skills and with his contacts, I suppose, as well, he's helping to promote the society and just getting the word out there. And it's as Mary says, we help everybody, anybody, no matter who you are, where you're from. And please, I really would encourage people to lift the phone if they need help.
But it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, is it? To admit, really, I need help. You know,
I know. But what we would say to people, it's a strength. Don't feel that it's a weakness. Please lift the phone. And, you know, sitting here right now, Mary and I can both assure everybody that they will be treated with dignity, they'll be treated with respect, and confidentiality is utmost in all of our minds when our volunteers go out.
And there is bound to be somebody out there watching this right now who actually is thinking, I need help, and I need help in the run up to Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we come out as friends.
Yeah,
we come out as friends to help. So there's no need to be afraid or nervous. We're all volunteers, and it could be anybody tomorrow. It could be any of us tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, if people do want to donate, give us the website details.
The website is www.svp.ie, or they can phone our helpline number, which is 02890 750 161.
I will stick the phone number and the web address on the screen right now. Thank you so much for coming in. The best of luck with this year's campaign. You do amazing work and help so many people out there. Thank you for
Thanks
coming
a million.
in.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Okay, so for all you doggy parents out there now, this is the stall to come to if you want to get your little pooch something for Christmas. The House of Hank. The lovely Emma is standing beside me here. Emma, great to see you and welcome to the market.
Thank you very much.
It's your first time here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's so exciting.
Well, tell us how you ended up here, because you won a competition, didn't you?
Yes, so in July I actually had some surgery, so I had some time off, seen an advertisement for the Jolly Big Business Boost, applied for it. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would ever win it, but I applied for it just for some experience, and got the phone call with Meg and won.
Wow.
No, so it's been very exciting.
Exciting, and here you are, freezing at the City Hall.
Yeah, of course. And what better way to spend Christmas in Belfast than to be cold?
Talk us through your products then. First of all, where did the idea come from to do all this?
So my business started off through a journey of infertility. So through that, we got Hank, our dog. So he's the inspiration behind everything in my life. He is the light of our life. He's made our home, made our family. So in my darkest days, we got him, and he inspired me to bring my love for fashion and my love for engineering together in one. So I started off doing bits and pieces of design, and with my engineering background, I've done a lot of buying. So I was able to tap into different markets and use those skills to, bring this amazing product to life.
Wow, so talk us through some of the products there, because obviously we have a little Cavapoo, Mia, and we haven't really thought about what we're going to get her for Christmas yet, but some of these things here are stunning.
Yes, so we have our harnesses. We go from extra small, so they actually fit like a teacup, right up to extra large, no pull big dog harnesses. They go to St. Bernard size. Right. So I've fashion for everyone.
Wow.
We have bandanas, leads, collars. We have seat belts. We even have a matching scrunchie for the dog mums to match. So we're a lot of matching stuff. And then
I'm loving these wee Christmas outfits here behind you.
Yeah, we have our Christmas gift sets as well. So I haven't designed these. I've just brought them in just because people love Christmas jumpers and Christmas gifts. So yeah. And then I hand make Christmas cards. So you can have a Christmas card for for your dog, to give your dog on Christmas Day.
Oh, lovely, lovely. We got to get this. We really have to. So, as well as being here in the market, can people check you out online as well?
Yes, certainly. The new designs that I have launched for Christmas are just exclusive to the Christmas market, so people have to come down and visit and get those. They're really run low in stock, so you have to come down quick and get those. I have a lot more stock online, and I'll gradually be bringing stuff in with the small space. It's hard to fit everything
I would
in.
imagine so. I'd imagine so. If people want to check out your website, what is it?
Yeah, it's www.houseofhank.co.uk, and house is spelled Haus.
Exactly. Emma, congratulations on winning the competition. Good to see you, and enjoy the rest of your time in the market.
Thank you so much. It was lovely meeting you.
I'm here with Christine from Bathe Botanicals in Lurgan. Now, last year, Christine was the lucky winner of the competition run by Belfast City Council that gave her business a little boost, and you were given a free stall here.
I know, it was great.
And how was that for your business?
It was life-changing. Basically, I went from being like a small business, just myself last year, to having now a staff of 5. And yes, and I'm back again. So it literally was pivotal.
Oh my goodness, that's so strange. You're saying it's life-changing. So you just came from being a sole trader and they threw you into the market, and all of a sudden you were in front of this captive audience and they loved your products.
They sure did, yes. So we're back and we've got some new ranges this year.
Right, let's have a look. Now, if you remember from last year, this is the lady who famously had the Buckfast products with the Buckfast soaps.
Yes, yes.
Let's have a little look at those. Now, you've got another soap. You've got a Belfast soap.
Yes, yes. So we had so many tourists come through last year, and they were asking for a Belfast-themed product. Exactly. And this is sort of really handy to take home. It doesn't take up much room in luggage and things like that. So we have that, and we'll have a candle and a wax melt to match next week. So this is.
So what does Belfast smell like?
So Belfast was really, really hard to get in a smell. So this is like an industrial smell with, think like coal fire, with a little bit of uplifting lemongrass in it, which is really, really lovely.
You know what that smells like? Now, it smells like the kind of soap from years ago.
Yes.
You would have washed your hands with after school. That sounds real. I'm not really selling this. I mean, no, it's really nice.
It is really, really nice, and it's really nostalgic as well, which is like is what you're trying to say. So it's
that's what I'm trying to say. You know what? Older people would love that.
Yes,
they would love that.
And as I say, it travels well. You know, soap's always a firm favourite whenever people are looking for something to pick up whenever they go travelling, and with the Belfast Christmas market having so many tourists come through, it's a great wee keepsake to take home.
So come along to Belfast Christmas Market. She's outside the Christmas market, aren't you? You're not actually inside, you're on the outside bit. So come along and get some Buckfast and Belfast soap.
Still to come on the show tonight, we'll be chatting to Little House on the Prairie star, Alison Arngrim, and we'll find out about Caroline Curran's brand new Christmas show at the Mac. We'll chat to Caroline and Patrick Buchanan right after these.
Here we are on the north coast, where sporting legends are made. He needs this putt to advance to the next stage, but can he do it? The crowd are holding their breath. Can he cope with the pressure?
Dad, would you take the shot?
Yes!
Yes!
Well. Okay, nearly that time of year again. Yes, we're talking Christmas, and the first Christmas show in Belfast to get on this show stars Caroline Curran and Patrick Buchanan, and they're here in the studio. I can't believe it's a year since we last sat here and did this.
I know, I can't believe it. It's flown by.
It has really flown by.
But you're back at the Mac again, and you're doing it all yourself. You're producing, you're writing, you're starring. How do you do it?
I have no idea. I'm literally just throwing everything I have at it. Yes, so Paddy, of course, was with me last year. We did Are You Being Served? And we had a laugh, didn't we?
It was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, oh, that went really well, and oh, I did okay. Should I do it again? Why not?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Give it another go.
And everybody left the theatre last year singing George Michael songs.
Yes, George Michael.
This year we're going to be singing Elvis songs, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So we're back with Elvis, Yourself and Merry Little Christmas. And it's about Marty and Frankie, who are two best mates, two cousins, who want to get away for Christmas, and they are flying off to Vegas until they get delayed in the airport. So it's set in an airport.
Okay.
And Frankie is harbouring a secret. Obviously, people harbour secrets that always come out at Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
And it's all about, will he tell Marty, Paddy plays Marty, his secret, and will they get away, essentially?
Exactly. Tell me about Marty then. What's he like?
Yeah, he works in the airport. He's a good friend, which is why he's sort of heading away with his best mate. And I think he's a funny guy, loyal. Yeah.
Paddy will also be multi-rolling this year again, so he's playing multiple characters, as we all do.
Yeah.
Rodri Lewis is going to be playing Frankie. He's playing the older cousin.
Yes.
So Rod's going to love it.
Yeah. A lot of makeup.
Yeah, we'll stick it on. We'll see how it go. A wee bit of spray. But yes, it's a Christmas show with heart, what I always try to do. Obviously, it's semi-autobiographical. I had a big birthday this year.
Did you?
Yes, I obviously was...
25.
Thank you. I was going 21, but whatever.
No, sorry about that.
Thanks, Paddy. And my brother couldn't be here for my actual birthday, so he brought me my middle brother and flew us to America.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I got to go and
Which is where he lives.
Yes, that's where he lives, yes. So we went to visit him because he couldn't come to Belfast. Yeah. And we made such amazing memories with us three being grown-ups and just talking about life and, you know, what I do, what they do, just reconnecting. And the play is all about living in the now, making memories. I think when you hit a big milestone birthday, you sort of reflect back on things that you've done. Obviously, I was 40, so we'll just throw that out there. And then you look towards the future about what do I want to do, what's my goals, and one of them is still to go to Vegas. Obviously, I didn't make it to Vegas. I went to Minneapolis. It was lovely. I went to Prince's house. It was really great.
Why not? Yes,
But it's kind of all based on certain things that happened to me, like within the airport and being over there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Are you an Elvis fan?
I am an Elvis fan, yeah. I know everybody's like, are you an Elvis fan?
Paddy, what about you? Are you an Elvis fan?
Yeah, I think he was unbelievable. Slight, obviously, generation gap to a point, but my uncle was a big fan of him, and his partner was, up beyond devastated when he did pass. Yeah. I remember that always being, as a kid, kind of, my uncle almost being a little bit jealous of the fact that he was like, I'm still here, but and then listening to some, and he's just, I suppose, even with the release of the Elvis film last year or the year before that, it kind of brought it back again, and just what a performer, what a voice, so unique, and that blend of blues and rock that he sort of brought together was incredible, you know.
Caroline, you're busier than ever as well, because once you finish this show in the Mac, then Maggie's back, isn't she?
Maggie is back.
You were never going to get away from Maggie Muff, are you?
I know, I love her. I can't believe that I'm going to be out doing it again. It's magic. Really, really is. And I suppose with our Christmas show as well, you do get Maggie fans, and I am so thankful. People come to every show that I do. But with last year, with a brand new kind of opening with sort of young 20s to 30s who were working in the hospitality industry. So it was like a brand new vibe last year. So I'm hoping this year there'll be another influx of a different range of audience.
You're going to get a load of Elvis fans.
I am hoping so.
You're going to get these, and there's plenty of them out there. Plenty of die-hard Elvis fans
until we
out
start
there
singing, and then they'll be like,
where's Jim Brown? Come in. My mum and daddy actually know Jim Brown, so...
You've got to get Jim to the show.
I know, I'd love to.
I know Jim. I'll give him a call.
Give him a wee ring. I've tried to text him. Anyway, he's not answering any phone calls.
Just to say, one thing about the power of the Maggie is that, whenever anybody asks me what I'm doing at sort of around Christmas, and I'm usually working with Caroline, thankfully, I say Caroline, and she did the Maggie. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love her. Yeah. And it's such a draw. So it is. It's fabulous to have that that power behind you almost, I
think everybody, they know that they'll hopefully have a good night's crack.
Yes,
and that's all we're trying to have. It's Christmas. Things are hard enough. What we're doing as well, is like most of the Christmas shows, well, ours is only an hour long. So come in, see a story with a bit of heart, have a laugh, hopefully sing along with some songs and then go.
They did
and-
last year. They were all
I
singing the
know.
George Michael songs.
So hopefully,
yeah.
fingers crossed. I've taken it up a notch this year. I don't want to give you any spoilers or freak Paddy out.
So they not turn up on Mondays or is it?
I know, he'll knock me out on Monday. But yeah, I'm trying to take it up a gear, but also have that real night out of Christmas. Just forget about what you're doing for the hour. We know how hard everything is. But also with the Elvis sort of influence, my mum's favourite Christmas song is Blue Christmas. I was listening to it like from when I was a child, and my mum and I'm going, why were you picking this as your out of all the Christmas songs? Why Blue Christmas? She was like, oh, I just loved Elvis. He was a master of his craft. He was so talented. What he did at that time, and it was just incredible. But I was like, oh, there's something in this, and hopefully people won't have a Blue Christmas after the art show. But I've focused more on the heart and making memories and just living in the now.
Living in the now, the presence, yeah. I think one of the best things and why I love working with Caroline, especially her writing as well, is that it is like a wee window into real life. And we know the sort of like the difficulties that can come up in Christmas, the family issues, or you're on your own or whatever it is. And yet there's that heart running through it, but yet there's always the giggle. And that's really the best thing about being alive, isn't it? You know, we have to find the joy in everything that we can do, and that always happens. So
it always happens because you have a really amazing team. And I am so blessed to have Rodri and Paddy and Dominic and Gina. Everyone who was there last year is all back this year. Yeah. And I think as a group, we always try to have fun, and we all know each other so well, and we've all been through so much.
Yeah.
I think that's why we're able to just let ourselves go and have a laugh.
Yeah. You open in the Mac when?
We open on the 5th of December, so a couple of weeks, it's going to fly in until the 31st. So if you need something to do on New Year's,
you're going to be on stage on New Year's
We're going to be on,
Wow.
it's during the day.
I know,
It's during the day.
It's a perfect
It's an
time.
early one.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time if you want to come in, see the show, and head
Get a wee
home
boost
after.
and then
Off
head
you
out
go.
and enjoy your...
Glory, glory, Happy New Year. There we go. You're welcome. You're welcome. It may or may not be in the show.
Guys, the best of luck with the show.
Thank you
I
very
look
much.
forward to coming to see it, and I'll be there soon. All right.
Cheers, thank you.
Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, if you're looking to buy somebody some artwork this Christmas, this is the place to come to. And Shauna, this is your first time on the market.
Yep, this is my first time trading, my first year. So yeah, exciting and a little bit scary, but yeah, mostly exciting.
Excellent. So tell us about these paintings then, because they're all recognisable places throughout Northern Ireland, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're all paintings of Northern Ireland. Some of Belfast, some of Bangor, Donaghadee.
Talk us through some of the paintings. I see Lavery's up there in the top corner. We've got the famous street outside the Duke of York there as well.
Yeah, so we have lots of typical pubs, lots of recognisable places. Lots of people have come in and said, oh, this reminds me of my youth. Because we've got places like Lavery's, people wearing, like their skimpy dresses when their mum told them to wear a coat. We've got, lots of recognisable places where people usually go on the weekends, and places where people kind of have lots of good memories. So that was kind of what I wanted to kind of portray, and again, something for everyone,
Exactly, and is that the Crumlin Road Jail behind you there in the corner there too?
It is, and it's actually really nice people coming in and kind of, I did want to kind of put where they were beside every painting, but then I thought it's actually nice people coming in of all ages and kind of just being like, where's that? And if they need some help, I'm there to tell them where it is. But a lot of them kind of like say, oh, is that Bangor? Is that so-and-so? Is that near down my road? And I'm like, it is, so it's nice people coming in and guessing, where places are and where they've had certain memories, and then we chat about it, and yeah, it's really nice. It's, great.
So as well as being here at the market, can people check you out online as well?
Yes, they can. I've got a website shop, so all the paintings plus extra paintings are also on my website. So as well as these paintings, I also have about 150 more. So just in case these sell, obviously you have to have something to replace it with. Yes. So I do have other areas. So people have come in and been like, have you got here? Have you got this one? And I'm like, yes, I do. I have it at home. So I have it on my website if people want to look at more things and more places. I've also got paintings of London and different places. So yeah.
Excellent. Just to finish on, give us your website details.
www.shaunafox.com/shop if you want to go into the shop.
Right, time now for some more brand new music, and this time a country song that many country music legends have recorded down through the years. We're talking about the song He Stopped Loving Her Today. Here's a brand new version from Lauren McCrory.
He said I love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. And as the years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. He kept her picture on his wall, went half crazy now and then, but he still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962, and he had underlined in red every single I love you.
Time now for this week's What's On Guide, where we take a look and see what's happening throughout Belfast and beyond. And we're starting off with another Christmas market. This time the Twilight Christmas Market returns to St George's Market. And this takes place on Tuesday the 26th and Wednesday the 27th of November. Enjoy a fabulous festive atmosphere, local food and drink, arts and crafts, live music and cookery demonstrations. Around 130 traders will be at the special market, selling an array of festive food and drink, and the Christmas Twilight Market runs from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. both days. The highly anticipated Foyle Film Festival continues until Sunday the 1st of December with a captivating programme set to delight film lovers of all ages, and celebrating its 37th edition. For more info, check out the website foylefilmfestival.org. Taking place from the 28th of November until the 1st of December, you can enjoy the magical experience of Armagh's annual Georgian Festival. Unique tours and events across the weekends. And for more details, check out the website, which is visitarmagh.com/Georgian. Now, an iconic adult pantomime returns to the Waterfront Studio from the 28th of November and runs right through until the 29th of December. We're talking about Sleeping with Beauty, a twist on the fairy tale classic. GBL Productions welcome back Jared McCabe, Catherine Rutherford, Terry Keeley and Matthew Cavan to bring you the filthiest fairy tale of them all. Celebrating their 30th year on the road, the Bon Jovi Experience stands as the ultimate tribute to the iconic rock band. So whether you're a lifelong John Bon Jovi fan or a new fan seeking an unforgettable night out, then catch the Bon Jovi Experience at the Empire on the 30th of November. And if you want to catch a movie in cinemas this weekend, the one they're all talking about is the big screen adaptation of everybody's favourite musical, Wicked, has arrived.
Why is it you're always causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions, I am one. Some of us are just different.
Right, still to come in the final part of the show, we're talking 50 years of Little House on the Prairie with Nellie Olson. Actress Alison Arngrim joins us right after these.
Let the good times roll at Super Strikes at the Jet Centre. You can now book your lane online. We've got 14 bowling lanes and 4 mini bowling lanes. Plus we serve delicious hot food and snacks, or enjoy a cold beverage with your food after the game. Discover bowling today at the Jet Centre. Jet Centre. Entertainment for everyone.
And welcome back to Rob and Elliott tonight. We're here at the Belfast Christmas Market. We're going to meet one of the charities involved this year. Pierce is going to tell us all about it. We're talking Kids Together Belfast, aren't we?
Yes, so Kids Together Belfast. We're actually coming up to our 20th year. Started out in a small hut, and now we service for over 500 young people and their families through across Belfast. This year we're teamed up with St George's Special School to raise funds, like we were here last year as well, and we were able to raise over £26,000 between the two, between us ourselves and St George's School. So it was a massive help and support for last year. Last year we were able to raise money for a wheelchair accessible bus, and St George we were able to host a range of activities for the kids, so activities that wouldn't be able to be done without the funds that were raised.
Brilliant. So when people come to the market, they can come and visit you guys here at the Santa's Grotto, can't they?
Yes, they can come every 7 days a week. Monday to Wednesday we open from 4 to 7, Thursday to Friday 2 to 7, on a Saturday 10 to 7, and Sunday 12 to 6.
Brilliant. Well, the best of luck with this year, and thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Okay, let's get another guest on now. We're talking about one of the most famous TV shows of all time. It's 50 years since Little House on the Prairie hit our TV screens. If you're a fan, you'll remember a character called Nellie Olson. She was in Belfast recently. She has grown up a lot since the days on Little House on the Prairie. Here's what happened when I met the lovely Alison Angrum. Right, we're getting all nostalgic now. We're talking about a classic TV series. You all remember Little House on the Prairie, and you all remember the little brat from that show, Nellie Olson. Well, the little brat is no longer a little brat. She's grown up. It's obviously like 50 years later. She's actress Alison Arngrim, who joins us now in the studio. Welcome to Belfast.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful.
This is quite exciting, actually.
You're excited. I'm so excited.
We love nostalgia.
Right.
And people still remember that show fondly today. Did you ever imagine way back then, 50 years later, you'd still be talking about it?
Oh my God, no. If you had asked any of us 50 years ago when making the show if people would still be watching it and talking about it, you'd be like, no, don't be. That's a nice idea, but that's really sweet of you, but no, don't be ridiculous. Do you know there wasn't even cable TV when we started?
Wow.
There was regular reruns. Cable TV didn't exist yet. There was no VHS, let alone DVDs. None of that existed when we started the show.
Yeah.
So we went, how? How will they watch it? We had no idea.
And you had no idea then how big of a star you actually were across the world.
No, and it just got bigger and bigger, and then when it started to rerun, we kind of caught on, and when things like the DVDs came out and we started realizing that people were still into it, we knew that it was happening in other countries. We're starting to get more and more mail from other countries, but it was really in the 90s we kind of went, what is happening? The show's off, they're watching it more now, and now it's the 50th anniversary, everyone has lost their mind. They've all lost their minds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we will always remember Nellie Olson. Now, this was like the first time we'd seen a child being a little villain on TV.
You know, we had Dennis the Menace with Margaret, but she was just kind of annoying.
Yes,
And we had the movie, The Bad Seed, where she killed everyone.
Yes,
I always liked that one a lot. But that was more of a film. You wouldn't have a series with that. But for Little House, I mean, they took the books of Laura Ingalls Wilder, and Nellie's pretty bad in there, but we just went wild with it on the show.
Yeah.
And to really have a consistent 7-year-long child villainous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that no one was doing that.
I mean, I remember a scene where you were destroying her doll's house.
Yeah.
With
because
such
I
menace
was
in
so
your eyes.
mad because Laura, had caught me. She knew that I was, faking being paralyzed. Yeah, because that's the thing you do. That they let's fake being paralyzed. In that episode, Nellie's not just hurting Laura; she's dragging the whole town.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
whole
Yeah,
and went down the hill in a wheelchair. But it was marvelous because they said, okay, break everything in this room.
Yeah.
Now, don't break this. It's actually an antique. Don't touch that one. Now, this one, we've got 4 of them in the back. You can throw that. And this one's okay. It's a reproduction. So I'm like, okay. And went through and smashed everything in the place. Oh, my God, it was wonderful.
But of course, you came from a showbiz family.
Yes.
Your mother was like the voice of cartoons all over the place, wasn't she?
I was just, last night was in people and they go, wait, did you see your mother was Casper? And then it was just like complete hysteria. Yeah, my mother was Casper the Friendly Ghost. And she was Sweet Polly Purebred Underdog's girlfriend, Gumby,
Yes.
And Davy of Davy and Goliath. Did you even get that one here? It's a
I don't think so.
Very American, very
I don't
religious
remember that.
cartoon.
Yeah, I don't remember
Lutheran church, the little boy and his dog. And they talk about God for the whole show.
Right,
It's
okay.
fascinating.
Yeah.
But yes, she was Davy and Goliath. And she was in everything. She was in the movie Big Business with Lily Tomlin.
I remember that a bit. Maybe,
She mixes up the twins. She's the one who mixes up the twins.
Wow.
She was made, but she was so many cartoons.
Yeah.
Which was hysterical because my
Yeah.
friends were like, "Oh my God, your mother is Gumby," and they'd want her to do the voice.
So you were always destined then to go into show
Yeah,
business.
yeah. And my dad was managing Liberace. I mean, it was completely crazy. And
So
everyone
was
I knew.
Liberace around you as a child? then?
Yes,
Did
I
you-
went to his shows when I was a little girl. It was hilarious. I was like, this is what grown-ups do for entertainment, is go see this. Oh, all right, if you say so. He was hilarious. It's just incredible. I mean, of course, I was 8 years old, and they kept saying, don't say anything. You know, his fans, they don't know he's gay. And I said, I'm
How could
sorry.
you not? How could you not?
I said,
How
I'm
could you
8.
not?
I know he's gay. What? He was brilliant. His shows were all sold out. It was amazing. But that's the thing. Everyone I knew was in show business. I thought everybody was on TV. I just thought we take turns. Everyone's on the television. So I started working when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And I got Little House. I mean, people say, are you making a comeback? But I got Little House at 12. That was the comeback.
Yes.
I'm on my 57th comeback, actually, at this
Wow,
point.
brilliant. So fast forward all these years later, you're doing stand-up and everything now.
Yeah, I started doing stand-up as a teenager. Now I have this whole one-woman show called Confessions of a Prairie Bitch.
Yeah.
And a book by the same
Yes.
title. And I go all over the world with this. And then I just did my shows in France because I have a whole series of shows that Patrick Lubatière and I do in France. And the current one is Nelly Olson en Flamme, Les Années 80.
Right.
Nelly Olson sets fire to the 80s. And we just finished a whole run, sold-out shows in October, and we're starting again in March.
You're in Belfast, obviously, at the minute. Have you had time to do any sightseeing?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, I just got here yesterday and hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And I took your fabulous little pink bus tour.
Right.
But it's marvelous because it does all these sweet little things, and just as you're going, oh, look, here's the fish and here's this, and you get all of the history. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't sanitize it. It's
No, they
very,
don't, yeah.
It's extremely educational. Young people should take the tour. But I thought, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, they're like, and on your right is this coffee shop, the lovely scones over here. And you're like, and then of course today I did the Titanic experience,
Yeah.
which is marvelous.
Yes, we're
But
the only
also-
country in the world that celebrates a disaster.
I was going to say, but there's more tragedy. And I was saying, you know, if you have an exhibit about extreme tragedy and disaster and death, you need to call the Irish to do it.
Yeah, exactly,
because
yeah.
You really have a handle on it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I do believe as well, you have some Irish ancestry as
Yes,
well.
that's why I'm so hysterical about being here. Because, okay, I go Dublin and Wexford and Belfast. But I said, okay, I'll do it, but I need a ride over to, you say, Kilkenny.
Kilkenny, yes.
Kilkenny.
Yes.
In Kilkenny, there's a tiny little place, Freshford, 3 castles. It's like you got to find it on the map. It's like,
Yeah,
you know, right?
yeah.
But it's this little place, and according to the baptismal records that my cousin in Canada dug up and everything, Martin Bannon was baptized there around 1850.
Right.
And that is, let's see, grandma, great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my grandmother's grandfather.
Wow.
And so that is where my people are from. My father's whole family are Irish, and
Yeah.
they lived in Canada, but it was Martin who came over to Canada first from Ireland.
There you go. Right, so once you finish in Ireland, then what's next for you?
Well, then I am taking a little time off because this whole year with the 50th anniversary and the 10 million events, we're exhausted. I am doing one thing in Simi Valley where we filmed the show. We have little bus tours now. They do it where they take people and they put up these marvelous painted flats. This incredible artist did them where you go, this is where the Mercantile was and this is where the house was. So we take the little bus tour and then that's it. I'm going to have Thanksgiving, I'm going to have Christmas, and then January we're going to start it all over again and run ourselves ragged.
Well, I know what they're thinking now while they're watching this. They're all thinking, will she come back again and bring her other cast members with her? Will you?
Yeah. Oh God, they're on the phone, like they're going. So
We'll get them all back.
Have you talked to someone there about getting the rest of us there? And I'm like, yes. As they're waving over there, yes, I have. And they're plotting, literally, as of today, plotting, going, all right, how many of you can we get, and what do we? So yeah, we absolutely. Everybody from the show wants to come here, and so we're plotting and scheming. We're plotting new events for next year all around, but we're
Brilliant.
now plotting the Irish one. So
There we go.
we will try to get
you
everybody
heard it here first. They're all coming
We're
to
all
see
coming.
us in Belfast in 2025. Alison,
That's what we're going for.
it's been lovely seeing you.
Oh my God, this has been lovely. Thank you.
you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's all we have time for on the show this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of my guests. And of course, get yourselves down here to the Belfast City Hall for this year's Christmas market. It's all full of festive goodness. And we'll see you back here same time next week. Bye-bye.